Where can I vent my frustration with life? How can people be so happy and content? It fucking bobbles my mind. Whenever I think of what's occurring in my life day to day, I kind of freeze up and my mind just kind of stops wanting to think. It's a pause, yet so constant. I realize I'm not doing anything. I realize that working makes me feel as if I'm doing something, but it leads me nowhere. I'm the same person as last year. Last year I began my life in the real world, or post high school. I think I remember an instance when I was in class and I thought I would have nothing after high school. I was right. I have no direction that I want to take, and I'm leaning on wanting to take my own life, then wanting to survive. I'm not suicidal, but I remind myself that the way I think gets old. The constant thought of not feeling worthy and the constant feeling as if I'm going nowhere. I don't have someone to tell me what to do every day, and I never had that before. I've never been told where X path will lead me. I've never been told how to do X thing. I just end up doing something somehow, and I was looking at some old videos from my time on Future Shock. I've never been as happy as I was on that team that I've ever felt in my whole life. Every practice, I felt worthy and alive. I felt amazing, as if I could touch the stars, and now I feel as if I just need to get past the asphalt. That need to create, the need for self worth, and a need for a purpose. Drawing makes me feel special, not because of drawing itself, but because it's an extension of what makes me me. It's not an accessory, but it's like having another arm that creates a work, a being that resides within me. It's a being I let live because at the end of the day, that being is its own persona. I want to create work that's as clean and crisp, that has been that has more dimensions because of the effort I took to create those dimensions. A single line is not just a line, and I can't really understand or how to explain that all. It sounds so fucking stupid, but lines speak to me. I had nightmares of drawings of faces and lines reaching for me, lines that created their own physical beings. I had dreams of flood, cities, and myself, not flying, but floating above and spectating how outcomes occur in another world that exists when my eyes are asleep. When I close my eyes and try to imagine these lines, all I get are negatives. No geometric shapes, just black and white copies of what I could do. I want to create. Most of the time, I can't fill myself with confidence that I can achieve what I want to achieve. If I had an idea of where I can be 5 to 10 years from now, that would be great, but I don't. I want people to understand my art because I think drawing, even if it's unrelated to my emotions or vision, it's still me. I want people to see their own stories in my drawings, their own creations within a bunch of lines. I want people to understand my art 5 to 10 years from now. But the only way to get there is to keep drawing and keep trying to translate my mind into my pen. I want to finish these pieces in my head. Starting them is as hard as finishing them. What will I do when I don't have a roof over my head? Where will I go? I want to kill myself because it's easier to do than live, but I'm too scared to want to die before I reach somewhere. Fear. There's so much to fear. I'm disappointed in myself 15 days until I age another year. 1 year I want to look back and breathe and get caught up in all those yesterdays and all the work I did, but until then I have to worry about my tomorrow. What can I do to push myself, to tell myself to make me do something? What can I do to set myself straight? I have these obsessions with disconnecting myself with reality. I step so far that socializing with people becomes foreign. The thought of talking to someone that I care about and telling them I haven't done shit and I'm in a rut fucking sucks because I'm always in a fucking rut. I'm always not doing anything. I'm always being useless. I can't go to the hospital or doctor because I can't afford shit. I can't try to get meds to think straight, to get my priorities straight. Maybe taking Adderall will lead me to being proactive or something. Maybe antidepressants will make me want to stop thinking of killing myself or leading me to this shitty mood. There's so many doors, so many books, so many paths, so many outcomes and possibilities. Dali was an artist who painted his hometown and verged onto a path of success, creating oddities that are strange but very surreal and unique. Go was an artist in his time, would say was insane, but he had thirst to want to be something. I feel it not because of his paintings, but because of his story. Story is what makes things great, and the art that follows is the texture to that story. What defines you isn't how great of a line you make or how realistic you can make your drawing feel. It's about the story and layers of how that art became. That's what adds texture and life to something that is flat. How can I make my story vibrant with layers of textures and life? I don't know. And that's where I will end it for now. But that's how I feel every day. I think it's normal to feel this way because I feel as if I'm not alone when I say I don't know, but who knows?